Now we will see a very important thing, which is very important, I mean, from your exam perspective as well as for your learning perspective. I. If we multiply another I with that, I square, that is equals to I equals to root over minus 1, right? So I square equals to root over minus 1 whole square, that is equals to minus 1. I cube or iota cube, that is equals to I square into I, that is equals to minus I, because I square equals to minus 1. I to the power 4, that is equals to I square whole square, that is equals to minus 1 whole square, that is equals to 1. So now starting from I to the power 4, what you were saying, that is I, then again minus I, then again minus I, then again it is plus I. So that is the nature of numbers. If we take consecutive numbers, I minus 1 minus I and then 1. This is the repeated sequence of numbers. So if the exponent of I, it increases, then in every 4 consecutive terms it gets repeated. So I square, I cube, I to the power 4. The nature of number I minus 1 minus I 1. Then again I will multiply I to the power 5. Then again what will come? I to the power 4 into I. I to the power 4 means it is 1. So it is I. I to the power 6. That means I square whole cube. That is equals to minus 1 whole cube. That is equals to minus 1. I to the power 7, that is equals to I to the power 6 into I, that is minus I. I to the power 8, that is equals to I square whole to the power 4, that is equals to minus 1 whole to the power 4. So minus, if you multiply in even number of times, then automatically it will be plus, and minus if you multiply odd number of times, that will be minus. So minus 1 whole to the power 4, that is equals to 1. So again you see from this I5, I6, I7, I8, what is the nature of repetition? It is I, then it is minus I, then it is minus I, then it is 1. So I minus 1 minus I 1. Here also I minus 1 minus I plus 1. So that is the beauty of complex number or the imaginary number I. That is how it gets repeated. Every 4 consecutive power of I, it repeats the same sequence of numbers. Right? Got it? So from where in your exam also it may ask that, tell me what is the value of I to the power 56? Either you need to remember I to the power 4 equals to 1, or you need to remember I square equals to minus 1. Any of these two you can utilize here. Either you can utilize, okay, I square whole to the power 28, that is equals to I to the power 56. I square means minus 1 and minus 1 whole to the power 28. 28 क्या है? इवन नंबर है, उसका मतलब माइनस को इवन नंबर इतना टाइम्स मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो प्लस हो जाएगा. That means it will be 1. Or if you utilize with respect to I to the power 4, then it is I to the power 4 whole to the power 14. That means 1 to the power 14. That is 1 because I to the power 4 equals to 1. Already you know. So just remember either I square equals to minus 1 or I to the power 4 equals to 1. So whatever is the power of I, it does not matter. ये power of I आप निकल सकते हो value. Either ये value 1 में आएगा, नहीं तो ये I का हिसाब से आएगा. Either imaginary or real. Got it? So now if I ask you to find out I to the power 3796. Just you need to see what is the power, that is the even number or odd number. If it is even number, then easily you can multiply, you can just break this with respect to 4 or 2. Let's say you are doing it with respect to 4. So 4 से इसको मल्टीप्लाई हो सकता क्या, पहले ये देख लीजिए. और 4 से अगर कुछ समझ में मतलब कैलकुलेशन में कुछ दिक्कत आ रहा है तो 2 का हिसाब से सबसे अच्छा है. I will suggest you to do it with respect to 2, right? So I square whole to the power 3796 means you just make it half, that is 1898. So I square means it is -1 whole to the power 1898. So ये जो पावर है, ये पावर तो इवन नंबर है, मतलब -1 होल टू द पावर इवन पावर में होगा तो दैट विल बी +1. So I square whole to the, so I to the power 3796, that means I. If it is asking I to the power 523, any number can be given. What you need to do, you need to take this number, just the previous number. So 523, either you can break it with respect to 522 into another I, right? So I can break it like this, I to the power 522, just break it even number and odd. So and another is I, then it is I to the power 523, I to the power 522 plus 1, that is equals to I to the power 523. So now 522, that is the even number. So I square whole to the power 522 divided by 2, that means it will be 261. I square to the power 261 into I, that is equals to I square means -1 to the power 261. 261 is the odd number, that means it will be -1, so it will be -I. Or if you do it with respect to 4, then what will happen, you need to divide 522 divided by 4. That will be a bit complicated for you because every number is not divisible by 4. But any number, it is divisible by 2 or 5. That you know already, right? So any number that is divisible by 2 or 5, it could be recurring decimal or it could be without decimal, round number. So राउंड नंबर करने के लिए आपको डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा. सो आई प्रेफर टू डू इट विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू 2, राइट? सो आई स्क्वायर होल टू द पावर, सो दैट मींस इट इज -I. सो आई का पावर जो भी देगा इसमें कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. व्हाट यू नीड टू डू, द ट्रिक इज you need to divide. If it is already even number, then straight away I square and then you divide that exponent with 2, then whole number. And if it is odd number, then you take the previous even number and multiply with I, then the rest is same. Any number, I to the power 5798, let's say it is even number 5798. What we will do, I square whole to the power 5798 divided by 2, that means 2899. So I square means -1 whole to the power 2899. Now 2899, that is an odd number. So if it is an odd number, that means the sign will be -I. It will be -I. And if this number is odd itself, the initial power that is given in odd terms, in that case you need to take the previous even number, just before number of that. If it is 5, let's say 5797, then we need to consider 5796 into I to the power 5796 into I. तो I को सेपरेट रखो. I to the power 5796 जो इवन नंबर है, इवन नंबर का साइन निकालो, उसका बाद I रह जाएगा उसका साथ. So that is what the tricks. Another simple thing is that when we are considering it is I -1, I square, that is -1, then again -I, and then it is +1, right? So what is this? This is I. This is nothing but I square. This is nothing but I cube. This is nothing but I to the power 4. Any 4 consecutive powers of I, if you add, then the addition result will be 0. So now if we add I plus I square or iota square plus I cube plus I to the power 4, that is equals to I minus 1, I cube equals to minus I, then it is plus 1. So all these are getting cancelled actually. Plus I, minus 1, plus 1. All are cancelled. That means the value it is 0. Addition of 4 consecutive powers of I returns 0. What is this? So addition of 4 consecutive powers always returns 0. Let's say if I say I to the power 5 plus I to the power 6 plus I to the power 7 plus I to the power 8, that will be also equals to 0. You can calculate on your own. I to the power 5 means I to the power 4 into 1. I to the power 4 means that is equals to 1. So I to the power 5 means I. I to the power 6. I to the power 6 means I to the power 5 into I. So I to the power 5 means it is I. So I square, that will be minus 1. So y minus 1. Next one will be minus I. Next one will be plus 1. So altogether it is 0. So addition of 4 consecutive power, that you need to remember. 4 consecutive powers. This is the important term. 4 consecutive powers of I returns 0. Got it? Now, what is reciprocal of I? Reciprocal of I means it is 1 by I. So, whenever you have imaginary part in the denominator, that you will learn slowly in the next video also, when you will do examples, when you will have in any fraction form of the P by Q form, if it is complex imaginary number or the complex number form in the denominator, that you need to get rid of it by multiplying with the factor in such a way so that the denominator becomes real number, right? So 1 by I, if I multiply both numerator and denominator with I, then what will happen? I by I square. So I square equals to minus 1, that means it is I. So reciprocal of I, that is equals to minus I. You don't need to remember, this is just you need to understand, right? So 1 by I equals to minus I. Just you need to remember that any complex number or imaginary number at the denominator, you need to get rid of it. If it is imaginary number, you need to multiply accordingly. If it is complex number, you need to multiply accordingly by choosing the respective factor. समझ में आ गया? अगर मान लो आपका imaginary is ऐसा है 2 plus 3i, इसको सिंप्लीफाई करोगे, क्या करना पड़ेगा? आपको मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा 2 minus 3i से, 2 plus 3i into 2 minus 3i, and here also 2 minus 3i. So both numerator and denominator you are multiplying with 2 minus 3i. Why? Because you are saying that a plus b, then if you multiply with a minus b, then it will be a square minus b square, then I square will come into picture. If I square is coming into picture, that means your imaginary part is gone. So it will be 2 minus 3i divided by 2 plus 3i minus into 2 minus 3i, that means 2 square minus 3i whole square. So 2 square it is 4 minus 3i whole square, that means 9i square. I square equals to a minus 1, that means it will be plus 9. So it will be 2 minus 3i divided by 13. So what is the real part? Real part is 2 by 13. And what is the imaginary part? Imaginary part is minus 3 by 13. Got it?